Welcome to Barefoot in America. Today we are filming from Lake Watson in Prescott, Arizona. You can see the granite dells behind me. There's lots of geese and duck around me. We're going to do a Yin Yoga practice and just 4 simple postures lying on your back. So let's all just start by lying on our backs and opening Savasana. And just take this moment to lie flat on your back. Let your arms drift away from your body to a place where they can relax. Legs drift apart a little bit to the place where they relax. Just take a half a dozen slow, steady breaths. Inhaling into your belly, your ribs, your chest. Exhaling out the chest, the ribs, the belly. Inhale, belly rises. Rib cage flares, chest rises. Exhale, chest draws in, ribs draw in, belly draws in. Inhale deeply, belly, ribs, chest. Pause. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Pause. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Pause. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Pause. 2 more on your own. Now just bring your left hand right over your heart, right hand right over your left hand. Take a moment to set an intention for your practice today. We're going to start with half of a happy baby. Inhale your arms up and overhead. Exhale, give your right knee a hug, and either with your hands or take a strap, hook it to the bottom of your right foot. Send the sole of your right foot towards the sky. Bend your knee nice and deeply towards the shoulder. Arm on the inside of the right leg. And while you create this shape in the right leg, take the time to really root your left leg down. And you could lose the strap and hold your ankle or the outside edge of your foot, or peace fingers could hook onto your big toe. When we get here, there's this tendency for the chin to rise. Take the time to tuck your chin and do your best to root your sacrum. And we're going to stay here for about 4 minutes now that we've settled in. And just play with the shape as you're here. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling completely. Inhale, really expand into the shape. Exhale, melt and soften into it. And if you start with the strap and eventually you want to lose it and just hold your foot or ankle, you could do that as well. Sometimes people get a little pinching in the front of the right hip, and that's when a strap can be great to just reduce that angle a little bit and let it come with time. You know, we spend the 3 to 5 minutes in yin postures to create tensegrity, this tugging within ourselves, one thing lengthening, another compressing. We create the stretch dynamic, finding our edge, never forcing anything, just finding the edge where you can sustain this shape, this posture for a period of time. And half of the happy baby can be pretty intense, so just do your best with it. If you need to take a pause, you honor you. If you're using the strap, you could just straighten the leg a little bit and resettle into it if you need to. This is your practice, your time. Feel your breath flowing nice and easily. And if the body wants to move a little bit, follow that natural movement. That's your body unraveling and unwinding. It doesn't have to stay fully still, just let the shifts happen. We start somewhere and then it starts to melt and change and unfold for us. That allows us to incorporate the principles of myofascial release. We come to an edge and we wait. And as we wait, we may notice something more starting to happen within us. We take these little shifts. And it's the long hold that allows us to create change. Part of my movement is I'm laying somewhat downhill and I can feel the pull of the hill and gravity, and it just allows me to experience something unique. You're probably laying on a flatter surface than I, so just be with your own unique shape. If you feel a little shaking and trembling, that's okay. Never force anything. If you know you got here gently, you know it's safe. We're going to release the stretch. Lower your right leg back down in the mat. Take a pause in Savasana and really let yourself feel the sensations in your right leg after taking happy baby on one side, not yet the other. Maybe you can even sense hydration coming back into the right leg, to the tissues that were pulled tight. We bend the hip really deeply, kind of shunting off the blood flow of the femoral artery, and now we just open it up and blood flows down into the right leg. Just feel whatever your unique experience is. And then we're going to transition to the left side. Give your left knee a hug. Hook the strap to the bottom of the left foot. Take the left foot skyward, bending the left knee deeply towards your shoulder. Left arm on the inside of the left knee. And if the flexibility is there for you to grab your ankle or the outside edge of your foot, or even your peace fingers hooking on your big toe, left elbow on the inside of the left leg, with the sole of the foot facing the sky and the knee dropping towards the shoulder. Take the time to root your right leg, pressing your right foot away. A gentle tuck of the chin. Slow, steady breathing. Just like we started this practice. Those bottle breaths where we inhale, inflating belly, ribs, and chest. And we exhale out the chest, the ribs, and the belly. Holding the shape of half of a happy baby. Right leg pressing away, left knee to your outside edge of your shoulder. Just feeling the shape within you. Taking it to your edge. Maybe you feel some charge building. I got some shaking going in my leg. It's great. Feel the energy dissipate, the fascia changing, your body melting and shifting. Healing's really all about taking the time to feel. So feel in. Listen to the messages from within your body. It's this inner work that is so key. If emotions come up, feel them. If you decide it's too much, just release it a little bit. Take it to a different edge. You can always come back in. This is about honoring you and all that you feel. Just play with the breath. Mindful breath when we start a yin posture. And when we're approaching the second half of the yin posture, maybe we let the breath go a little bit. We just really practice the softening, the unraveling, being with what's shifting and changing. Just here a little bit longer. Do your best to stay with it. Softer and softer. And if you lose an angle, you can make adjustments to it. Here we are at the end of the 4 minutes, releasing the left leg down, slowly lowering it and taking the pause in Savasana again. Feel the energy now coursing down through your left leg. Hydration, blood flow coming in, whatever you can sense. Just feel that vitality that courses through you. We're going to take the restorative bridge next, so hopefully you have a block near you. And we're going to bend our knees with our feet flat. And keep in mind, blocks have 3 heights. There's baby block, mama block, and papa block. And so first just start with baby block. Lift your hips and place the block right under your sacrum, under your buttocks, never your low back. The sacrum is a nice stable region. It's a sacred bone. Our 5 sacral vertebrae fuse together to make one bone, versus your lumbar spine is a lot of various segments. So start here. We're going to be here for 4 minutes. And if you want to take it higher, just give the block a quarter turn. Try mama block. And if mama block is good and you want to go higher, give the block one more turn. Take it up to papa block. Never forcing, just finding your edge. And as you take it up, try not to turn your head. So I will not be looking at the camera at this point. Just feel yourself resting on that block, supporting your sacrum and buttocks. Notice this inclined position of your body, no matter what height of block you chose. Bringing energy down to the throat, how we tuck the chin. It's a little compression on the thyroid. The arms fall into the back plane of the body, a little shoulder extension. And we're opening up the front of our belly, our hips, and for many people the knees want to flare out. See if you can just keep your feet and knees coming straight from your hips. Feel the shape of the restorative bridge and what it has to offer you. And at any point, if you feel like you took the block higher than you want to go, take it down a notch. There's no rule about where you need to be or stay in life or now. Just settle in. Find a place where you feel your body starting to open and change, but never anything that forces and causes you to tense up and hold your breath. Play with your breath here, inhaling deeply. Exhaling completely, just letting yourself melt and soften. Notice what it feels like to just give yourself this time. Being with the yin postures. Taking the yin posture to an edge where you feel a tug to bring your fascia to an edge, a barrier. Never forcing your joint range of motion. Forcing in yoga is counterintuitive because it creates resistance. Force creates holding and a challenge. It's where's that comfortable edge where you kind of just nudge yourself past your previous limits in a safe, therapeutic way. Let the shape be the medicine. Still breathing slow and steadily. And if you're on one of the higher rungs of the yoga block, take it down to the lowest level. We want to just spend a little time here assimilating before we fully come out of the shape. Just be here a little bit longer in the restorative bridge. And then take the block completely out. And if you have your strap, use your strap. Hook it on the bottom of both feet. If you don't have a strap, hold the back of your thighs and take both feet skyward. This is a neutral counter stretch. It's the last shape of our practice. Another 4 minutes here. And if you're holding with the strap, slide the hands down the strap. Rest the elbows by your waist. This opens up your hamstrings, and you can really take the time here to root your sacrum down, tuck the chin, feel the shoulders root to the earth. As you press out of your heels, this concept of elongation, elongating the back of your legs, finding that edge or the fascial tug. And then maybe you want to take it a notch further. Enliven your toes, spread them just a little bit. And maybe even flexing the ankles, drawing toes towards your nose a bit. Take some slow, steady breaths here. The last shape of our practice. We open the hips with half of a happy baby, getting those deep hip rotators, the glutes. We open the front of our hips, with the restorative bridge, creating a slight inversion with our bodies. And now rooting the sacrum, growing out of the back of the legs, opening up the calves, the hamstrings. And the hamstrings attach at the lower pelvis, impacting our hips significantly. This whole practice designed for the health of your hips and your low back. Lots of ways to address it, but when we give ourselves 20 minutes, there's just really time for 4 delicious postures. All of them your medicine, your therapy, your pause in life to hold a shape, to feel the physical body, and to create the long holds for their time to go inward and really feel and sense the messages. And honoring those messages, we find the edge, never forcing. We feel the edge, just simply being with ourselves. You're doing great. This shape is Varipakarani and mimics legs up the wall, a really great restorative posture. Using the strap we created as well. And I didn't mention it, but if you're using the long strap, you certainly could wrap that strap around behind your back and be in a more restorative position so you didn't have to hold. And if you don't have a long strap, I highly, highly recommend you get one. Just a few more breaths here as we're winding down the time. Your last couple of breaths here. And then simply give your knees a hug, remove the strap completely. Lower your legs down. Find your final resting posture, Savasana, as we lay here for just a few minutes. Feel yourself completely surrender to the earth. Arms drift away from your body, legs drift apart. Feel yourself heavy and lying there, melting deeper and deeper into the earth. Let your body just ooze into the earth as Mother Earth comes up to meet you. Just take a moment, imagine softening your hands so they're in no particular shape. Palms are up so there's no stimulus to them. And as you relax the palms of your hands, relax the soles of your feet. And feel everything in between letting go. And bring awareness to relax the 4 corners of your eyes. Relax your ears, the area around your ears and deep inside your ears. And as you relax the corners of your eyes and your ears, feel your whole body letting go even more. And let your tongue fall to the floor of the mouth, really relaxing and unhinging the jaw. Travel down your spine, relax your pelvic floor. And feel your whole body let go even more. Take as much time as you have today in Savasana, final resting posture. And I'm ever grateful for you joining me here at the Granite Dells at Watson Lake in Prescott, Arizona. May you find peace, softness, and lots of love in your day, your week, your month, and your life. Namaste.